Absolutely. And I think, we've kind of gotten a taste of a lot of these things because of these circumstances, but something like telework, I've realized that my job can be done 100% remote. Something like telehealth. Once you have been able to log on to a video and see your doctor from your couch, that may be something you're interested in doing even when there's not a pandemic, just because you've experienced the convenience. I definitely see where you're going with that.
And similarly across all these areas, I mean, another one is online retail, and I imagine we'll want to jump into some of the names there. But we saw e-commerce as a percentage total retail sales go from 11% to 16%, and new numbers should be out at some point this week. But to give everybody context, it took 10 years to go from 5% to 11%. 10 years. It took a decade to reach 11% penetration. So for all the people who think that Amazon is taking over everything, all of e-commerce is still only 16% of the pie. And so that doesn't suggest to me that all of a sudden it's going to go back to 11, that there's a whole lot more that it's going to capture. And so it's just going to expand, not recede.
Definitely. Okay, so that we can get to all four, I'm just going to kind of speed through these. Digital consumer. So let's start with Amazon. Amazon stock up 1,700% in 10 years. Beyond e-commerce, it's got a lot going for it. Its biggest growth driver being Amazon Web Services, the cloud, of course. Do you think that Amazon can do anything near a repeat performance when we're looking ahead to the next decade? How do you envision this as an investment today?
Well, that's where I get back to that 16%. That is the total e-commerce penetration of retail in America. So we're still early on, as much as it doesn't feel that way for a lot of people. There's a lot more to come, and we're going to be doing more and more online. And so, even their rollout of the Amazon stores, or their use of the Whole Foods brand in the food space, I think is all reflective of innovation. And certainly AWS has been a phenomenal success story for the company. So I don't know about repeating past performance, but we do think that we're early in the digital consumer revolution still. So there's a lot more to come. And we saw Amazon Prime Day had the largest sales on record. Alibaba just put out numbers last week from its Singles Day, which also showed phenomenally strong growth year over year. So there's more to come. Not only that, we also focus a lot on margins. And you look at a company like Walmart that has successfully grown its e-commerce business, yet it's done so at the expense of margins, whereas Amazon margins have consistently increased over time. And so we think that that's a trend that they can continue. And some of those investments that they made a few years ago, for example, like their own delivery trucks, has turned out to be a phenomenal advantage.